Welcome to new video. So in this video we are going to discuss about the Salvage Convention which came into force in 1989. I'm going to talk in mix of language, some small part in Hindi and some small part in English. So bear with me. So Salvage Convention 1989, it's a very important topic in maritime law phase 2 examination. So as per there are different articles and different article gives various information regarding salvage. So prime most important thing, salvage, you must know the definition. What is salvage? Salvage operation means any act or activity undertaken to assist a vessel or any other property in danger in navigable waters or in any other waters whatsoever. So this definition is important whenever any question comes for salvage. In the introduction part, you can write this definition. That will be a good impression on examiner. So vessel and property, it is good for understanding but not important in the exam point of view. You can read out this information. Okay, so Article 8 gives out duties of salver and duties of master and ship owner. So also it is not very important in exam point of view. Very seldom any question is asked on this, but it's good to have information. So there are 4 duties of salver as per Article 8. So the first important duty is to carry out salvage operation with due care. And second, in doing so, exercise due care to prevent or minimize damage to the environment. Then whenever circumstances reasonably require, seek assistance from other salvers. And the fourth one, to accept the intervention of other salvers when reasonably requested to do so by the owner or master of the vessel or other property in danger. The difference between third and fourth point is, the third point says whenever circumstances reasonably require, seek assistance. It means it's up to the salver. Whenever salver feels, salver को जब लगता है कि यार ये मेरे अकेले से नहीं हो सकता, तो he can take a assistance from others. He should not hesitate for that. And the fourth point says whenever owner or the master of the ship or the property which is being salved, उसको मास्टर या ओनर को जो लगता है कि यार ये अकेला बंदा नहीं कर पाएगा और ही डजंट हैव इनफ रिसोर्सेज, सो ही विल इंटरविन एंड दे विल से कि यार साल्वर देख भाई, टेक असिस्टेंस फ्रॉम सो एंड सो साल्वर पार्टी और साल्वर कंपनी. सो द साल्वर इज बाउंड टू एक्सेप्ट दैट पॉजिटिवली. So this is the fourth point says. So this is the basic difference between 3 and 4 points. Okay, duties of owner and master of the vessel. Okay, there are only 3 points: to cooperate fully with the salver during salvage operation, same like before. In doing so, to exercise due care to prevent or minimize damage to the environment, same like before, saying this point also. Okay, this is important, third point: when the vessel or the property has been brought to the place of safety, to accept delivery when reasonably requested by the salver to do so. Okay, whenever salvage operation to be carried out, they sign a form, Lloyd's open form, which we will discuss further. The Lloyd open forms has a place of safety. मतलब when the vessel is salved, salvage operation होने के बाद कहाँ पे लेके आने का है वो vessel को और property को. So that is agreed in Lloyd's open form. So once the salvage operation is completed and the salver has successfully brought the vessel or the property to the place of agreed place of safety, then it is the responsibility of the ship owner to accept the delivery. आप डिलीवरी के लिए मना नहीं कर सकते कि now it is of no use, I will not take the delivery. You are bound to take delivery. ठीक है. So these are not the questions of very बहुत कम पूछता है ये duties of master and salver, but easy points, quick to remember, याद कर लेना एक बार. So also this one also did not ask much. Article 12 rights of salver, ये भी कभी short notes में आ गया तो not very important, but let's read it. Article 12 rights of salver: salvage operations that have had a useful result give right to reward. मतलब अगर salvage operation अगर salver ने successfully complete किया है और वो successful है, then he is entitled to get a reward. उसको reward मिलना चाहिए. Except as otherwise provided, no payment is due under this convention if the salvage operations have had no useful result. वो जो result मिला है salvage operation completion के बाद, that is not useful. Although it could be successful, but it is not useful to the owner, then he is not entitled to get the reward for that operation. Okay, this chapter shall also apply even if the salved vessel and the vessel undertaking the salvage operation belongs to the same owner. जो शिप में फायर हुआ है जिसका सैल्वेज चल रहा है और जो शिप उसका सैल्वेज कर रहा है, सपोज अ टग बोट और ग्रुप ऑफ टग बोट्स देयर, अगर दोनों सेम ओनर की कंपनी, इफ दे बोथ बिलोंग टू द सेम ओनर कंपनी, देन ऑल्सो दिस चैप्टर अप्लाइज टू देम. ठीक है, सो अभी तक का जो पार्ट था इट इज़ ओनली फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, दिस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट, आर्टिकल 13. फेमस क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड इन एग्जाम, मोस्टली इट कम्स फॉर 10 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन और 15 मार्क्स समटाइम्स. ये 10 के 10 पॉइंट आपको याद होने चाहिए. You should remember these points. So let's read this point, let's go through, then I'll share you a trick how to remember these points easily. So first point, salved value of the vessel are and the property. The next one, skill and efforts of salvers in preventing or minimizing damage to the environment. If salver has put any extra effort to minimize or prevent the damage to the environment, that also should be taken into account for fixing the reward. Measure of success obtained by the salver, कितना सक्सेसफुल हुआ है ऑपरेशन, वेदर इट इज 100%, 70%, 80%, दैट विल बी डिसाइडेड. देन उसका अकॉर्डिंगली रिवॉर्ड विल बी गिवन. नेचर एंड डिग्री ऑफ डेंजर, ओके, व्हाट वाज द नेचर एंड डिग्री ऑफ डेंजर, कितना डेंजरस था, व्हाट वाज द नेचर ऑफ दैट डेंजर, सो दैट इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट टू फिक्सिंग द रिवॉर्ड. Skill and efforts of salver in salving the vessel and other property and life. Okay, during this operation, if they have salved the vessel and along with that they have salved the property and life, that also is an important criteria. How much time they have taken, time taken and expenses and losses incurred by the salvers. How much time have been taken for the salvers operation to complete? That is also another point. Okay, risk of liability and other risks run by the salvers and their equipment. What was the risk involved for the salver and their equipment? That also to be taken into account. Promptness of the service rendered. जब आपने साल्वर को बुलाया और वो कितने टाइम में आया, व्हाट वाज द प्रॉम्प्टनेस, कितने जल्दी उसने एग्जीक्यूट किया ऑपरेशन, दैट इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट क्राइटेरिया. अवेलेबिलिटी एंड यूज ऑफ वेसल्स एंड अदर इक्विपमेंट इंटेंडेड फॉर द साल्वेज ऑपरेशंस. स्टेट ऑफ रेडीनेस एंड एफिशिएंसी ऑफ साल्वर्स इक्विपमेंट एंड द वैल्यू देयर ऑफ. ठीक है, ये 10 पॉइंट्स तो पढ़ लेना. आई विल जस्ट शेयर यू अ ट्रिक टू रिमेंबर दिस. Okay, so those who are from Maharashtra or those from India, they know there are two parties in Maharashtra. Both are basically originated from the same family, Thackeray family. So Shiv Sena and Maharashtra Navniman Sena, MNS. So just remember, they were together. Then they parted away, but they parted away. The parties that they formed the two parties, but the heart is same. No, the family tree is the same. So just remember this: Shiv Sena, MNS. टूटा रिश्ता पर अटूट संबंध. सो शिव स्टैंड्स फॉर salvage, सेना स्टैंड्स फॉर स्किल एंड एफर्ट्स, एम स्टैंड्स फॉर MNS का एम स्टैंड्स फॉर मेजर, एन स्टैंड्स फॉर नेचर, एस स्टैंड फॉर स्किल एंड एफर्ट्स, टी फॉर टूटा, एंड आर फॉर रिश्ता इज फॉर रिस्क ऑफ लाइबिलिटी, पर फॉर promptness, अटूट फॉर अवेलेबिलिटी, एंड संबंध फॉर स्टेट ऑफ रेडीनेस. So these 10 points can be easily remembered with this small trick. It's a useful trick. I used it in my exam. It was quite helpful. So there are other points also, special compensation and scopic, which we will discuss in next video. So thank you for